Test, 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 test. Hello. My fellow momos. I am so tired. I went to bed at 6 a.m. I went to bed at 6 a.m. Live on the television. Live on the Twitch television. I just got up from a nap because I went to bed at 6 a.m. So give me a second, everybody. Are we live on Twitch? Are we live on YouTube? Hello, 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 hello. Are we live on both the Twitch and the YouTube? Hello, 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 hello. Hi, everybody. Oh my God, that was a loud yawn. Hi, everybody. Zero, would you do me the honors of posting the pinned comment to be about the podcast? Thank you very much. Also, it could be both Senpai Squad and actually the pod. Oh yeah, Shumi. Actually, it's good morning. I just took a nap. I just woke up. I had a meeting this morning, so I went to bed at 6. Then I woke up for a meeting, and then I took a nap, and now I'm here. I have so much to tell you. Senpai Squad, some other things, podcast. I'm going to a concert this weekend. Oh, that was kind of loud. Hold on. Emperor and Ito-sai, thank you so much for your subs, my fresh loves. I read fresh rested, you lost phone. Actually, I got my phone back. I got my phone back. I got my phone back. Helmont and Tunderan, thank you so much for the 12 months, my love. Удачного стрима, спасибо тебе большое. Did I see the sunrise before I went to bed? No, I covered the shades. I covered the shades. I covered the shades. I did some stuff. I did all the things. And I try to get even a little bit of sleep. I try to get the bare minimum of sleep. All right, everybody, let me get some water. Also, can I just say it is so hot in California today? I went outside for 3 seconds and I was sweaty. How's my afternoon going? Pretty good. How are you? And great. That makes me so happy. Marads, thank you for the 31 months. You just ordered the Senpai Squad merch. Let's go. We're gonna take a look at it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna take a look at it in just a minute. Not a very long stream today. I apologize. It's gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream, but we're gonna yap and we're gonna hang and we're gonna talk. Wait, did I accidentally echo? No, I think you're going crazy. I think you're a little silly. I ordered it last night. Damn you, Savers! There was a slight accident, and I'll explain it a little bit. There was a slight accident yesterday. There's echo. The clock stopped ticking forever ago. Oh, I put the reverb on. Oopsie. Sorry. There's echo like you're in a cathedral. Wait. Wait a second. I don't know the note. What do you mean you bought the merch yesterday? No, it was live for like 2 minutes. No, what's the note? She eyes me like a Pisces when I am weak. I've been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks. All right. Let me get my water, for real. And then it's time. You saw somebody post a link? Okay, there was a slight accident. It was supposed to go live yesterday, but then there was a slight error, so we moved it to today. But of course, you guys are so sneaky. You already bought a bunch of the merch. Hold on. My momos, my sneaky momos are saying some already bought the merch yesterday when we accidentally left the link, when we accidentally did the post. Haha. Good for them. All right. Be right back. I was just too excited. Hey, that's fine. That makes me so happy. That makes me so happy that you guys are excited about this kind of stuff. No. Zero is not clumsy at all. This was absolutely not on Zero. This was nobody's fault. Don't even sweat it. Zero will not be guillotined for this crime. Maybe for the crime of Zero asking for a day off tomorrow. That's instant guillotine. That's unacceptable. Zero asked to have the day off tomorrow on his birthday. Can you guys believe it? Can you guys believe Zero asked for the day off on his birthday? That's crazy! He will be guillotined for his crimes for taking the day off. You are not allowed to request the day off. I don't care that it's your birthday. I don't even care that I won't be here to stream because I am going to see No Doubt at the Sphere in Las Vegas. How dare you ask for your birthday off, Zero? Unacceptable. I'm not even going to be here, but you need to be here tomorrow. Okay, for real. Let me grab water, let me pee, and then it's stream time. Okay. Well, if it isn't my fellow Momos. Pink, thank you so much for the 21 months. Sorry for the yawning. I just woke up from a nap. I went to bed at 6 in the morning. I had so much work to do because I'm going to be in Vegas tomorrow and Sunday. And then Monday and Tuesday, I'm recording for something super secret. But I think I'm streaming next Tuesday. So how the heck are you all doing? It's so good to see you. It's so good to hang out. 1 second. Oh, sorry. I'm still like... I had an early morning meeting and I'm not fully there. But yeah, Senpai Squad! Hold on, let me post the images. Let me post all the images. Finally, Senpai Squad is announced to the world. It is out there. It is real. It is here. I should probably... Oh my god, what a gigantic, big, large image. Wow. So big. Sorry, I just woke up. I just woke up. So I'm a little bit like, oh, I'm still waking up. Thank you, Joel. Proud of me for what? Proud of me for what? For being the best, the cutest bug hag around? Proud of me for what? Tell me everything. What are we proud about me for? Mm-hmm. Do I get to keep the McLaren in the image? I sure hope so. I just need to learn how to drive. What's up, Milan Calera? Love your name. I always say this. You did your podcast. I know. Unfortunately, the podcast came almost a year later than intended due to the company that shall not be named. The Big V, the Voldemort. You planned that like during your debut. Joel, you know I had a podcast called Hags, right? Fake fan. Not even a real fan. Doesn't even. You know I had a podcast with Mint, right, Joel? You know that, right? You know I actually did. You know I actually did a podcast. Wait. You're kidding, right? Wait. Some of you are young. You don't know about Mint and Matara summer special. Some of you don't even know about the relationship between me and my stinky girl.
It's a gift sub.
Some of you don't even know. And that's fine. You are valid and you are allowed, and it is fine, and there is nothing wrong, and this is your immersion. But some of the children do not know about Mint and Matara summer special. I already had done the podcast.
It's a gift sub.
Yeah. But yeah, Joel, thank you so much for the kind words. I had done a podcast already when I had first debuted called Mint and Matara Summer Special. Our tagline was "Have a Great Summer," which is hags. I did do a very brief type of content that wasn't exactly a podcast, but it was more like we were reading stories submitted by the viewers, which was called Trash Like Confidential. So that was a short thing we did on the channel where we kind of like experimented with it and all that stuff. Trash Like Confidential. That was really fun. But now, we are going to be doing something else where it's going to be a solo podcast, but then I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more. The one you told me about. Again, Joel, I already had done that concept. Maybe Joel, this is a sign that we need to catch up more often. Hello, everybody. All right, let's talk super quickly about some of the cool stuff that's been going on. All right, if you are just tuning in, if you are just getting in, there's this incredible company called Senpai Squad that I have had the pleasure of knowing for the past few years. This wonderful, incredible company called Senpai Squad. And finally, I have a nice merch drop with them. I must be in luck today. Yeah, Joel, that was Trash Like Confidential, baby. That already started and ended. We're on to bigger, better, badder things. Oh my God, am I even legal to show this on Twitch television? Woo! Mama, monster mama, what's going on? Wow, woo. Awooga. An old friend once said, I must be in luck today. And honey, she was right. Get ready to burn rubber in style with my super cool collab with Senpai Squad. Zewo, could you do me a favor? Could you pin the podcast link, the new podcast link, and also the Senpai Squad link? So I want to be very mindful, right? Before you guys freak out, Senpai Squad does set the prices a certain way. These are the same prices that they set for all of their other collabs. If you bought their Zentreya collab, their Iron Mouse collab, their Doki Bird collab, which by the way, I was wearing my Doki Bird shirt today. They set the prices. This is a partnership that I'm doing with a brand that already has a pre-established kind of IP. They're already at conventions. They're already doing stuff. Not every single piece of merch is for everybody, and that's okay, my loves. I completely get it. If you are interested in picking up some stuff, then we have a lovely, beautiful sticker for your car, a decal, I guess it's called. You have, of course, another kind of decal. Through them, you have this incredible shirt. Senpai Squad. So this is the front of it, Matara Senpai Squad, the back of it with the nice car, with the nice everything. You have a little beautiful, beautiful air freshener. You have a beautiful air freshener that smells like oud. So it's a little bit like musky. It's a little bit nice. You have this really, really cute car sunshade, which honestly, this is a completely new art style for me. This is not something I'm used to, and I really, really like it. I wanted something completely different for the car shade. As sexy as a lot of the other car shades are, I just wanted something a little bit different. And Senpai Squad absolutely delivered. Of course, this incredible hoodie. I have the Hatsune Miku hoodie, and it's the best. And a beautiful little license plate frame. If you want to take a look, like I said, they've done a lot of different collabs with a lot of different creators. They just did the Snuffy collab, so also very similar stuff. They have a mouse collab, they have a Miku collab, they just did the Doki collab. I have the Doki shirt myself. Lots of fun stuff. They have mouse collab, they have Zen collab. Lots of fun stuff, lots of good stuff. I am really excited to be partnering up with Senpai Squad, whom I've known for a long time, who I love. This also hopefully means that you'll be able to grab some stuff at a convention. Because as you might be aware, some of this stuff is usually available at a convention near you, which is, again, I'm still going to be launching my own store next week. Surprise. But the stuff on my store is going to be around for much longer. So I definitely recommend you check out the Senpai Squad stuff. Although I think their stuff's going to be around for pretty long because I have had this Zen shirt for quite a while. So I do know that the Senpai Squad stuff is going to be around for a little bit, and I'll let you know whenever it is going to be getting off sale and things like that. But please enjoy the items. I wanted to kind of have art style that maybe we haven't seen before. I feel obviously like the air freshener, you've seen something like that, but we haven't seen Matara in this style yet. And we also haven't seen me as a race queen yet. So I'm very, very excited like that. What am I selling? You're just going to have to be here next week. You're just going to have to be here next week to see. But yes, this collab has been a really long time coming. So for the true knowers, this collab was actually supposed to launch probably a year and a half ago. I had teased images of this collab, Matara on the car, probably while I was still in Vishojo. And unfortunately, as you all know, the events that led up to it, I couldn't necessarily continue with this collab. So after, things went into limbo and things kind of happened and the threat of a lawsuit diminished, I went back into this and saw that I could get some stuff going with Senpai Squad again. They've been amazing. And finally, but this collab, this art piece of Matara on the car was initially showed to you guys like maybe 2 years ago. So this was, I'm sorry that right now it seems a little overwhelming that we just did the Gamer Subs flavor and now we're doing the Senpai Squad collab. And then next week is my store. But this was supposed to come out 2 years ago. This was supposed to come out 2 years ago. No, it was supposed to come out after Night Cover. Will you get the merch if you live in Russia? I'm not sure. You should take a look at the Senpai Squad website and see where they ship. But one of the reasons I wanted to partner up with Senpai Squad, outside of the fact that they have great quality merch, they've already partnered up with people that I love and have done good by them. One of the reasons I really love, so there's two more reasons. One of them is purely selfish. And that selfish reason is that every single time I've been to a convention, every single time I've needed any help, Senpai Squad, the company, has been incredible. Senpai Squad, the company, the people who work there, especially Oscar, especially Kim, have just been wonderful and so helpful. Anything I need, any advice, anything, they've been nothing but supportive and sweet. So that also kind of selfishly made me want to work with them and made me, they helped me out so much and I wanted to kind of give back and also know that we can partner up. And my number two selfish reason is that they are at so many conventions. So you, my sweet momos, if you ever go to a convention and maybe you're not sure if you want to get the sweater or if you want to get something like that, you will get to see this merch in person. You get to see this merch in person. You get to pick it up. You get to touch it. You get to see it, and you can always get it there. So I really like the idea of you being able to see it at conventions. What day does the store go live? in exactly 1 week. So, in exactly 1 week from today, my own personal store will be going live. And I might just have a collab item with my first guest on the store. Just letting you know that is a possibility. Alcatraz, thank you for the 27 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, but yeah, sorry. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for everything. It's like I said, this collab should have honestly come out, I think almost 2 years ago. I think almost 2 years ago, maybe a little bit less, maybe like a year and a half ago. I think this should have come out like maybe a year and a half ago. Um, I will say this. There is a non-zero chance that Senpai Squad will be at both Offkai and Anime Expo. It's pretty cool going to the Senpai Squad site and Mata's next to Miku on the front page. Would you look at that? Matara-kon and Hatsune Miku. Wow. Let me actually Instagram this. That's super cool. That's actually super, super cool. Thanks for letting me know. Matara-kon, Hatsune Miku on the front page. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Yoink, 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 yoink. Matara-kon, Hatsune Miku. That's right. That's right. Look at them. Matara-kon, Hatsune Miku. Oh my god. Maybe I should wait. You guys are gonna hate this, but maybe instead I should just Gyazo. I think it's gonna be a better image quality. I think I'm better off Gyazoing. I think Gyazo is more reliable. Yep. My favorite Gyazo. I know y'all love it. I know y'all love it when I Gyazo. Okay. So let me tell you all quickly about what happened yesterday, since some of you already got the merch. Thank you so much. Some of you already picked it up. Long story short, it was supposed to go live yesterday, but then there was a slight error with one of the images, and then the person who was going to edit it wasn't around. So we said, hey, let's just post it tomorrow. Nobody's going to notice. But I want to know, show of hands, who actually noticed and already picked up the merch yesterday? Be honest with me. Be honest with me. Who actually already fully noticed and picked up the merch and all that fun stuff? I just want to know. I don't want to fight. I just want to know. They did send out an email yesterday. Okay, perfect. Actually, thank you, handsome one. I don't think it's going to be selling out because it's like on a kind of perpetual pre-order, if I know correctly. Like for now, it's on pre-order, and then I'm pretty sure it's just going to kind of be in stock for a little bit until we decide that the collab is over. But I think Zen has had a collab with them for like a year plus. And again, I'm so sorry. We have so much going on at the same time. Like I said, the Giga and Matara merch was, oh my god, Momos, I'm not going to lie. This is something I really need to work through. I feel really bad that there's so much cool stuff. Like the Giga and Matara merch was merch that Giga cooked up for Holiday Matsuri, and it was only sold in person at Holiday Matsuri. So I'm so sorry. It's so much. I'm aware. There's the Giga Matara merch, and now there's the Senpai Squad merch, and then next week there's the store. I get it. I'm sorry. I apologize deeply. But one, it's Giga's fault, okay, for the really, really cool merch that her and Novel Horizons cooked. Two, it's Senpai Squad's fault. Actually, no. Two, it's Vishojo's fault because the Senpai Squad collab could have been happening like a year and a half ago. Three, it's my fault next week for the podcast because finally my store is going to be open. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I promise. Oh my god, I have to put all these images on my profile before I forget. So What's up, Balu? How you been? The good news, though, is the Giga Matara collab is up for a longish time. The Senpai Squad collab is up for a long time. And my merch store is up for a super long time. So you don't have to worry. It's not those like FOMO stuff where you have to really worry, oh my God, it's gonna sell out, I'm gonna have nothing to do. Don't worry about that so much, okay? Don't worry about that so much. There's still gonna be some merch drops which are only gonna be for a short amount of time, like gamer subs and things like that. But yeah. What a crazy time. Okay, I have such great news for you all though. I have such great news. Are you ready? I'm almost done with my lock-in. I am almost done with my lock-in. I think I'm pretty good to go. The merch website is going to be dropping next week. Documentary probably a week after that, probably right before Anime Expo. Anime Expo, a lot of stuff, a lot of big things, concert. Just yeah, I think for now I'm kind of slightly done locking in. And I'm excited. I'm excited. Things are happening. Bug things coming. I can finally have more time to stream. I can finally have time for collabs. I can finally start working on some music covers. I can finally start planning our 3-year anniversary. I can finally come back home with the milk. Now for the podcast, I wanted to maybe watch episode 0 with you all. But then, you also should promise me that you're gonna watch episode 0 by yourself and give it a comment. Wait, is my episode 0 not live? Hello, your channel? Where is the customized channel? Oh, is my episode 0 not live? Scheduled. Okay, wait, I'm gonna schedule it in 30 minutes. Haha. Oh my God, wait, I actually don't have to rush it. I'm gonna schedule it in an hour. I'm gonna premiere it in an hour. Let's watch it together, okay? This is perfect because I actually am gonna have so much time to talk. Can I explain what me and Lime are doing in Off Guy? I don't know what Lime is doing, but I'm having a maid cafe with Mint Fantome, who is also a small green girl. Not to be confused with my other lovely small green girl. I know that to you, maybe all my green, beautiful women look alike, but they are different, beautiful green women. Believe it or not, they are different, beautiful green women. They're different, beautiful green women. Okay, so yesterday, I'm going to tell you about some stuff, okay? I'm going to tell you about some stuff before the podcast things come out. I did a vocal recording yesterday. And I am kind of done locking in for my vocals for a little bit. I'm going to have to do probably 2 more big vocal lock-ins before the end of the summer, maybe 3. And I do plan to release a little bit more music before the end of the year. I'm sorry, I'm kind of keeping it a little bit vague, but I'm really, really excited. I actually feel like I've been really locked in for that. Next week, podcast episode 1 is coming out. It's going to have a guest on it. We're going to watch in an hour's time in about an hour with all of you, so you'll be able to see it. Let me check if it's already set, my premiere videos. Perfect. My premiere is set. If you want to go comment on it, if you want to go take a look at it, all that stuff. We're going to talk about that a little bit. My documentary is going to be coming out soon. I'm just so happy that so many things that I've been working on are finally kind of almost done. So I'm gonna be able to just do the thing I want to do, which is sit in this gosh dang computer chair and play video games. Because I still haven't played Vampire Crawlers. I still haven't played all this stuff. There's so much stuff I want to play. Subnautica 2. There's so many things I want to do and just hang out, play games, do some collabs. So yeah. It's gonna be quite exciting. Yeah, high score. I should be able to start locking in a little bit more. I know we lowered some of the goals for it. So for example, I pretty much I think completed like all of the collab with a Bishoujo member. A lot of the collab goals got changed to Bishoujo member goals. I do have to take a look at some of it, but unfortunately last year just really took a big chunk out of me mentally, spiritually, physically, morally. There's a lot of stuff that I just had to put on hold, which really sucks. The big thing that I'm definitely not putting on hold, though, is a tattoo. I still want to get a little fishing Momo tattoo and get that all made. It's just taken a little bit longer between that, everything that happened last year, delaying my visa process, and now me having to redo my visa process from scratch in another way. It's just been a lot. But the good news, though, is I'm not going to do another subathon until we accomplish the previous subathon stuff. Boop. So, hey, we're here. We're here. Thank you for the bits. Remember to hype the video on YouTube. Wait, how do you hype the video on YouTube? Clairvoyant Nara, that's so sweet of you. Could you please let us know how we do that? That would actually be really, really great. Smee, thank you for the 14 months. All right, let's yap a little bit before we get to the podcast, shall we? Let's yap a little bit before we get to some of the podcast stuff. I was going to tell you about something. Yeah. Definitely zero. I think the Vishoku collabs add up a bunch. If you don't mind going through the spreadsheet and like adding a few of the Vishoku collabs, because there's been a lot. Even if I didn't stream it, if you want to just add another member's POV. Thank you for the 8-month resub. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so this weekend, I'm actually taking 2 days. I will do very minimal work. Me and my friend Alex. You've seen her before. She has the really, really incredible goblin, kind of like donkey bunny goblin model, ALLUUX. She's the sweetest girl. I love her to death. We are going to see No Doubt. It is going to be at the Sphere. I have never been to the Sphere, and I mean, I used to really love No Doubt. No Doubt was, what was it? Return of Saturn, Tragic Kingdom. Not Return. Yeah, Return of Saturn, Tragic Kingdom, incredible albums. I'm just really excited to see the show at the Sphere. I'm really excited to see everything, and I'm just really excited to take time, like, not being at my computer. Even though I'll still be on my phone and I'll still have a lot of stuff, all I've been doing lately is working. You came in with a breeze on Sunday morning. Na changed since yesterday without any warning. I love that song. Abel, thank you so much for being a business Momo. So tomorrow we're flying into Vegas, her and I. We are going to grab dinner for her birthday, which was like months ago. And then we are going to watch No Doubt. And then the next day, we're probably just going to walk around, eat some food, have some girl time. I might even see some other friends. I have a few friends that live in Vegas. I have like an old roommate that lives in Vegas. She's great. So we'll see. And then Monday. So here's the most LA thing I have to tell you that I'm doing. Okay. So I was going to fly back from Vegas on Sunday night. And I was going to fly back wherever I am. But I have to be on like the other side of LA Monday morning. The Sphere's in Las Vegas. Is it not? I'm pretty sure it is. The tickets that we have are for No Doubt in Las Vegas. Maybe it's called the Dome. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. The Sphere Dome. The place where the Backstreet Men were, Anyway, back to my story. So I'm actually doing the Las Vegas thing where I am flying out in the morning to go to a far airport because I have to go to a recording studio and maybe a 3D studio to record something in 3D. And if you're wondering if it's for Fantastic Reality, no. Maybe I'm recording something else. But the good news is, I think on Tuesday, I am ready and I'm locked in. And I'm ready, I'm locked in. Next week on Friday, we have merch store is up, podcast episode 1 with a guest. And a merch item that is a collab with the guest as well. So I'm really, really excited. When I was working QA, they got to meet most of the bad. No doubt as the QA team leave the building. That's so weird, Kaiser. I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe they were embarrassed, but again, I've heard that some celebrities have really weird things and quirks and stuff like that. Rogue, thank you for the 32. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. It is the sphere. Isn't it the sphere? It is the sphere, isn't it? That's what I thought. That's also what I thought. I thought it was the sphere. So great news. My few months, I did ask you all for a few months and a few weeks, and finally we're getting there. I think at this point I've improved a little bit in singing, and I think I'm okay to just continue as I'm doing. But yeah, I can't believe it. I'm gonna be doing a lot of music this year, so I hope you like it. But also, I'm excited. I'm really, really, really excited. I truly, truly feel like last year is finally nothing but like a little, can you say blip? I don't know the word. It's just a little piece of time that happened in my life. It is no longer a really big pivotal part of me. It is no longer something that really, obviously it still affects me, but it's just so cool that I am really, really gone through that experience and part of my life, and I'm getting out and doing my own things. And as I said, so next week, so right now, after we're done yapping, I think we should all watch episode 0 together. Please, even though we're going to watch episode 0, could you all do me a favor and still like comment on the podcast and still leave a comment, still subscribe, get all that stuff going? I'd really, really appreciate it. Episode 0 is only, I think like 17 minutes. So you have nothing to worry about. It's going to talk about some stuff in there. I won't spoil it for you because I want you to watch it with me. I will spoil one thing though, that there is going to be a guest. This is going to be a podcast with a guest. I am going to have a guest on pretty much every week if I can. If I, for some whatever reason, cannot get a guest on, I might do a solo episode. But knowing me, I'll probably get a guest on. I would love to have guests that aren't just VTubers. I've talked about it before. I would love to interview like an Oscar who works for Senpai Squad. I would love to interview even Kim who owns Senpai Squad. Who knows? What if, I'm doing some cool stuff in Bandai Namco? What if I interviewed somebody from Bandai Namco? It is going to change a lot. Things are going to get different, but I'm excited. Is it going to be on Spotify? So episode 0 is a YouTube exclusive, but all the other episodes will be on Spotify and Apple. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Great idea. I should absolutely get Shaquille O'Neal. I have to moderate Zenti. I should absolutely get Shaquille O'Neal on there. We should absolutely have a show, the two of us. And oh my God, imagine a Kojimbo interview. The problem with Kojimbo is I don't think he'd do an interview in English. I think I would need, even though he does speak English, I do feel like I would need to, yeah. I will ask Shaquille O'Neal next time we have a dinner together. I promise next time we have a dinner together, I will ask Shaquille O'Neal. I will ask. But yeah, I don't want to spoil too much because I would like to watch the episode with you all. And then after the episode, I can talk about some of the stuff in it. But yeah, I guess starting next week, there's going to be an episode every single week of the podcast. And let's see how it kind of develops. Let's see if it becomes something that's more of like a silly kind of conversation with a friend, or if it becomes more of an interview show, or maybe I have another thing I do on there. I don't know. When will Matara cover «Русское поле чего? Экспериментов»? Я даже не знаю эту песню, извини меня, но спасибо тебе большое за донат. Я даже не знаю эту песню, извини меня. Кто поет? Meatbox, thank you for the 14 months. Just got home. What did you miss? Not much, honestly. We're just kind of hanging out and we're yapping a little bit. Oh, I remembered what I have to tell you all. Okay. Momos, I have a confession. I have not unpacked since I came back to LA 3 weeks ago. Instead of doing my laundry, I bought new underwear. So now I'm going to stream for a little bit. We're going to talk. We're going to show the podcast and we're going to hang out. And then I have to do like 4 loads of laundry. I have to do like 4 loads of laundry and pack and get everything sorted because I am going to be leaving tomorrow for just 2 days. So I kind of have to make sure that everything is clean because I'm telling y'all, I bought it. Instead of washing an old towel, I bought a new towel. I'm sorry. I've just had so much work. Okay. Real talk. Yesterday morning, I had a meeting and then I had to go record my vocals. I wonder if I can spoil like one line of the vocals we recorded. Hold on. Here, I'll spoil one quick thing, okay? Daryl worked on this, by the way. Okay. How was that? Did you like that? Was that good? Hold on. Let me see if I can spoil one more thing. Okay. I'll do one more spoiler, but I do need to preface. These are just one take of my rough vocals. There's nothing on there. There's no timing. There's no tuning. There's no effect. It's literally just voice into microphone. And I don't know if there's anybody who is a pro singer that can help me with this. Because I was on my period, for some reason, my voice was just stuck in my lower register. And for some reason, like, there's rasp on my voice that I'm not even doing on purpose. It's just not really doing much else. But Daryl was assuring me that things sound really, really good. But for some reason, I just couldn't really, like, get up in my range. And it was so raspy. Actually, Arcans, it's, I'd say it's more Bondy, but hey. Okay, one moment. Let me see. Please forgive me if it's not perfect. It's gonna get better. There's a few takes, but yeah, hold on. Oh, wait, I'm muted. Haha. You can't hear it. Hold on. Consuming my soul. Uneasiness breeds like a swamp, consuming my soul. Yeah, and then, it goes up. Oh, anyway, enjoy. You're gonna have to hear this another time. But yeah, we got like a nice little raspy, exciting, Just wait. I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to improve in singing, and it's gonna happen. It's unavoidable. Road to Vinar! Thank you for that tier 3 podcast. Today is episode 0 of the podcast. It's only about 17 minutes long. It's me talking about it. But next week, podcast with a guest. And spoiler alert, new merch site, and I will have a collab item with my first guest. She's a bass, like the fish, or do you mean my vocal tone? I'm actually a mezzo soprano, but apparently I have a dark tone and I'm a dramatic mezzo soprano with a dark tone. I don't know what that means. You tell me. You tell me, but I'm a dramatic mezzo soprano with a dark tone. It will be on Spotify and Apple, but not the first, not episode 0. I love your singing voice as much as your yapping voice. So the thing is, we just kind of have to like, I'm still figuring out my singing voice. I'm still figuring out what I like to sound like, what I don't like to sound like. But I think in this current song that I'm teasing to you a little bit, I'm getting a lot more comfortable singing in like my sort of closest to my talking voice, because with songs like Boom the Ghost, I am singing a lot higher. I'm singing a little bit more in my head voice. I'm not going full falsetto mode, but I'm definitely singing a little bit softer and lighter. But I would love to sing more songs that just require me to kind of get more dramatic, and I cannot wait to get better at it. You cannot wait to do your workouts? I did tease a song a little bit ago that and it was going to be a Eurobeat song. Hold on. I want to tease one small thing about it. Hold on. Hold on. I already teased this part before, so if you've been around before... Okay, yeah. I teased this part before. So what you're about to hear is actually not my voice. It's nobody's voice. It's technically Riku's voice with a female voice changer, I think. Or like Hatsune Miku type of like change in the voice. I don't know what it's called, but it's literally just a demo voice. It's just so I can hear what it would sound like as a woman singing, even though my vocal tone is going to be completely different when I sing this. This song is going to be a collab song, by the way. If you remember, ages ago, me and Odyssey were actually like working on this song together, but then we needed an extra pair of hands for the lyrics, so I brought in Riku, and Riku absolutely cooked with the lyrics. It is going to be a duet song, and it is going to be launched hopefully around Off-Kai. Scratch, merci beaucoup, merci énormément, merci, 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 merci. I really appreciate it. Désolé, I don't have any alerts. I probably disabled them because of the stuff. Are we not hearing the alerts? I thought I had my alerts up. I thought I heard some alerts. No? How late are you to the podcast? It's in about 38 minutes. All right, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? You've already heard the beginning of this, but we changed a little bit of stuff.
Say no, set me free.
Ba, 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 da, da, da. Do, 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 do. And then I have to cut it off here because otherwise you're going to know the collaborator. Otherwise you're going to know who this song is with. Thank you, DK. Hold on. Let me see if I can... Blah, 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 blah. There's... Oh, no, I don't want to spoil more. You're going to have to wait. I've already spoiled this part of it before, so it's fine. But I don't want to spoil more. You already knew that it was named Set Me Free. You already knew that Audie and I worked on it. I'm going to be honest with you. We really, really, really wanted this song to be in Fantastic Reality. But unfortunately, it just wasn't manageable with the time. And I'm happy that it didn't actually work out to be in Fantastic Reality because... it's now gotten Riku involved and it's going to be even better. And now I am going to have a collaborator. So yeah. Well, actually, no. Okay. Full disclosure, I was going to have a collaborator on this song. The same collaborator from the beginning. But I think the song changed and evolved and the lyrics got better. So yeah. I'm excited. So look forward to the song, I guess, within like 6 weeks from now. I basically have to do vocals for it quite soon. And I'm excited. It doesn't go super high, but there's a few parts where, hold on, let me just see. There's definitely a few parts where I'm going to have to see how I'm going to sing them because it goes a little bit like... Okay, I'll just show you very quickly. So the way we're going to do this here is it's probably going to be like my regular voice, my partner's voice, Winky Face. And then I think we're probably going to layer our regular voices and then we're both going to layer our voices, but like higher. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. Hold on. Let me just make sure there's nothing spoiling. Okay. Are you ready? Spoiler. This is not that loud. That high, I mean.
The music's around me. Hold tight.
Right here, it's going to get like higher, I think.
The bass is resounding. Playing my liberty loudly.
Like that. Playing my liberty loudly. I'm going to have to kind of warm up and like do it in the higher tone, but we'll see. Yeah. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. Why do you feel like you know that voice? This isn't a real person's voice. So this is Riku, who is a man. And then he put like a female voice changer on his voice. So that way I could hear the tone that it should sound like in a female voice. But it's not, like, this is not a demo by a real person that, like, yeah. If you're trying to be like, oh, I think this is, I don't know, Mimi Nightmare, Michi Monchichi, the Kuro. It's not like that. It sounds like somebody you know IRL. Probably because it's a real person's voice and then just change into female. Maybe that's why. You should see. Maybe your friends do this. Hey, who knows? Sirante, thank you for the 32 months. What's up, Phantom? I don't know where the pigs are. But yeah, I've been cooking. I've been cooking. I've been cleaning. I've been devouring. I've been doing my best. I've been working really, really hard. And honestly, after we watch the podcast episode together, we're going to yap a little bit more. And then I'm going to go take a nap. And then I'm going to do like 4 loads of laundry and pack for Vegas and hopefully not do much work until Monday. Tuesday, I'm back home. I'm streaming. I'm doing everything, but hopefully not much work. Thank you, Curation. I really appreciate it. And thank you for getting Mint and I together for the Maid Cafe. It's going to be so much fun. Oh, my goodness. I need a maid or a house husband. I really do. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But yeah, yesterday night, I finished my work, I think around 4:30 in the morning. By the time I did like my shower, my bedtime routine, I floss, like all that fun stuff. I slathered myself in all my lotions and creams and potions. I think I got into bed at 5:30 and I don't think I went to bed until 6:30. And then this morning, woke up at 10 a.m. No, not even. I woke up at like 9:30 because I had an appointment at 10. Oh, I have a headache. I'm not gonna lie. I have a headache, but I'm also so excited and I'm ready and I'm here and I just, oh my God, it's gonna be such an exciting summer. What's up, Never Ending? We will have to make sure we set something up to watch the debut at Offkai, if only we space. I mean, hey, I'm hoping, that Curation can spam my new song at the Maid Cafe. Spiders, I was kind of worried to take AFK at 6:30 in the morning, considering I had to be up at 9:30. I try not to do the melatonin unless I can have like a solid 6 hours in bed. because otherwise I really could not have overslept my morning meeting. It was really, really important. We have a lot of really tight deadlines for next week. So I absolutely, like, you have to understand, I asked like 4 different, I asked Sam to call me and wake me up. I asked my mom to call me and wake me up. I put alarms on. I could not oversleep my meeting today. Is this new song very moe? It's a little bit Eurobeat like. You know what? I'll have my agent write it into the contract. You have to play my new song. You have to play my new song once an hour. You have to, as per my last contract. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie. Wait! Oh my God, I have my wine here. I know I said I was gonna take a nap right after, but I have like a little bit of wine. Let's go! This is the best. This is awesome. Let's drink some wine. Let's drink some wine. What if I play your new song for a full hour? Oh, she's Spark! Thank you for the 10 gifted! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm excited to maybe potentially one day make your proper acquaintance. Winky face. I am looking forward to maybe potentially one day waking up inside. I can't wake up inside. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for the 10 gifted. Look at that. Would you look at that? Oshi Spark, I'm going to have to write into our contracts, our future potential maybe contracts that maybe happen or maybe don't. I don't know. I am going to have to write in that you have to stream my songs. You have to play my songs or else. If you could wipe your memories of a game, BioShock. First BioShock. Maybe Mass Effect, but Mass Effect's kind of longer to play. BioShock. Is that silly? But even like Vampire Survivors was really fun to kind of unlock and experience. Obviously, it's not like a story game. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor. What else? I don't think it's me that's messing up the pings, Phantom. I think it's Twitch television. I don't think it's me setting up the pings to be problematic. I think it's Twitch television. But I would maybe ask you to set up the pings in Discord for yourself so that way you can see the pings on Discord. Ooh, I'd like to forget Outer Wilds so I can replay it because I never finished Outer Wilds. What's my favorite kind of wine? Yours is Moscato. I love a good Cabernet Sauvignon and I love a good Pinot Noir. But right now I'm having a wine called... It's a 70% Gamay and a 30% Grolo. Where is the podcast? Exactly. Where is the podcast, Travesh? Well, great question, actually. The podcast is on a channel called In an Hour's Time. And in about 30 minutes, the kind of pilot episode / episode 0 is going to go live, where I am going to tell you what the podcast is going to be about, where it's going to be on, what's going to happen, all that fun stuff. And next week on the 19th, I think it's going to be at noon Eastern. I'm not sure. I have to double check the time on my calendar. It will probably go live 9 a.m. Pacific or 11 a.m. Pacific. So it's either going to be noon Eastern or like 2 p.m. Eastern that the podcast is going to go live every week. And yeah. So it's finally here. I'm sorry. It's finally here. It's finally here. It's finally here. What's up, Misha? Как дела? You heard Devil Survivor? Oh, we're talking about what game I'd love to replay. Devil Survivor was this like 7-day tactical game where you basically like it was Shin Megami Tensei, but you had parties of 3 demons. You had a few I think you had a party of 3 people total. sometimes they could be 4 people, and then each person had 3 or 4 demons. Each of them had 3 demons that they could control or summon. And it was like tactical grid combat, and you had 7 days. So then whatever choices you made, like if you decided you were going to side with a certain side, then certain of your party members would not align with you. It's really, really cool. And not to spoil too much, but there's something in that game that I love games that allow you to be stupid and punish you for the stupidity. So I'll give you an example. The world is supposed to end in 7 days, and if you break out of this area earlier, the world ends. And you're doing this, and the game's like, hey, if you do this, the world's gonna end. And you're like, nah, I don't care, I'm doing this. And then you do it, and the world ends, and it's game over. I love that. I love when the game is like, are you sure you want to be a stupid idiot? Are you sure you want to do this decision and be a stupid idiot who makes this decision? And you're like, yeah, I am sure. I am a stupid idiot, and I make stupid decision, and I regret my stupid decision. And then, yeah, I have played Nier, but it's been years. It's been so long. Yeah, I love that. And I love games that have true consequences for your party members. Don't get me wrong. I think Fallout is fine and things like that, where you do something and your followers like, I really didn't like that you killed all those innocent people. But I like a game where it's like, hey, if you do this, I am leaving the party. I am your childhood best friend. I am the best healer in your party. If you do this, if you save this villain right here, right now, I am going to be so upset that I'm leaving your party. And then you now don't have your resurrector, your buffer, your debuffer. And you're like, wait a second. Oh no. I want to save the hot demon lady. But if I do, my childhood best friend, who's also the resurrector and the healer of my party, is going to leave. What do I do? What do I do? I love that. I really do love that. Why are we killing innocent people? I mean, everybody's innocent to somebody. Lobstar, thank you for the 32 months. It's even more sad when, like, let's say there's games where they can leave your party and then die, right? Like, there's games where people can leave your party, and then if they leave your party, they might get like ambushed and you don't save them in time, or they actually are siding with the enemy and you will have to kill them. And it's so, you're like, damn it, but also like, it's, oh my God. It's crazy. It's crazy, that kind of stuff. I love it. The healer is the lifeline of the party. Gotta keep him happy. Yeah, but then what if keeping the healer happy also makes you unhappy about everything else? Okay, so spoiler alert, I know I'm gonna be late to it. I'm gonna watch Summer Games and Nintendo Direct probably on Tuesday. I still have not seen Nintendo Direct, and I'm purposely trying not to look at it a lot. I am so excited for Fire Emblem. Are you kidding me? And not just that, but I know how excited Teak is for Fire Emblem. I know how much Teak loves Fire Emblem. I know how much I liked Fire Emblem Three Houses. I know how much I enjoyed playing Fire Emblem and replaying it and getting back into it, and just, it was so much fun. It was so good. And the best part about Fire Emblem is you can take like your, I don't know, you're like super tanky man and your super tanky tank man and turn him into like a little slutty mage, right? You're like, oh, you magician girl? No. You're going to be my tank now. Like, you can just have fun with it. And there's a lot of classes like that where if you actually turn them into like, I remember there was a girl in the yellow house. What was it called? The Claude's house, where she was kind of like the spoiled rich girl. But you can turn her into like the most beast mode tank. Hi, Hi, Mata. I've come to make an announcement. Let's go. You instantly bought the Senpai Squad shirt. That makes me so happy. Thank you so much, Kangar, for the bits. And thank you so much for getting it. Yeah, maybe that was her. Golden Deer. There we go. She was like the spoiled pink-haired rich girl. And I remember you could actually, even though she's like the laziest person ever, you could turn her into like the most beast mode tank. You could just turn her into like the most crazy beast mode tank. I think you can also like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like everybody in Golden Deer just became Wyvern Riders for me. No? It's so annoying, but because they all just make good Wyvern Riders. They all make good like Wyvern Archers or Wyvern like Axers or whatever they're called. It's like, come on. Marianne was the older healer, right? Or was that the Great Marianne 3? It's been a long time since I played. Oh, yeah, she's the blue-haired girl. Yeah. The one that I'm thinking that had, like, that was the older one. She was in another house. It's been a while since I played that game. I'm so sorry. It's been a while. Yeah, it was Hilda. I just looked it up. It was Hilda. Mercedes. Yeah, Mercedes, I remember she was like a little bit older than everybody and she was great. It was, you know, one thing about Fire Emblem does such a good job that I don't have a favorite house. Even some characters that I really liked, I had a hard time having, like, for example, I genuinely thought I was going to love Edelgard the most. And I do love Edelgard quite a lot. But Dimitri is also incredible. And then like the other guys in Dimitri's house are just awesome. Like seeing their rivalry, seeing their stuff. Like every house, I even thought initially that I was gonna like Dimitri's house the least. But in every house, there's characters that I absolutely adore. And even if there's sometimes a character that I don't really love, I still love their interactions with other people. So, yeah, I just remember how good that game was with that kind of stuff. Oh, Shamir. Isn't Shamir from the region where the new game is going to be? She was very sexy. And the teachers, too, were so cool. Mm-hmm. Pink-haired axe girl. I think that's Hilda that we were talking about, right? Blonde curly-haired himbo. Blonde curly-haired himbo. Blonde curly-haired himbo. Blonde. Thank you, Vanny, for the gifted. Blonde curly hair. You don't mean Dimitri. Because Dimitri wasn't a himbo. Dimitri was like, Raphael! Okay, yeah, the big boy. The Golden Deer Raph, right? Okay, yeah. You're talking about Golden Deer because I'm like, himbo. Yeah. Okay, I remember now. Yeah. Yeah. Good times. Good times. I also love I mean, Fire Emblem games are really good with the time skip stuff. Like, the time skip stuff is awesome, and it's always really exciting. Was Petra the rapier? What is it called? Like, the sword girl? She had, like, the little tattoos, and she was foreign, right? She was a little bit like tanned and cute, and thank you, Kevin, for the 29 months. Yeah, Petra was awesome. Wasn't she, if I remember correctly, she was like from the conquered, like I think the Black Eagles had like conquered her territory or something. Or she was either like a hostage or diplomatic, like hostage. There's a word for that. Political hostage, maybe. Sort of? Maybe I should replay. Maybe I should get a Switch 2 and replay it. Teek. Psst, 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 psst. Can I take your Switch to Vegas? Teek. Psst, 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 psst. I'm gonna message Teek. No, I know I don't need a Switch 2, but I have Teek's Switch at my house. She emailed it to me. She was a political hostage. Okay, that's what I thought. I remember, I think there was like a ladies' man who was also in Black Eagles. That I liked. And he had a rivalry with like another guy, but I'm trying to remember if there was an equivalent. Oh no, in Dimitri's house there was like almost a Sasuke kind of guy who also had a sword, and he was like always competing with Dimitri. Yeah. Okay, I'm like trying to remember some of the. There we go, Sylvain and Felix, and they had like this big rivalry from. Oh my God, yes. Oh, you're reminding me. That makes me so happy. Hold on, let me look them up. Let me actually. Why don't I just open the freaking wiki or something? Felix, what was it? Golden Deer, Black Eagle, Golden Deer, something Lions, Blue Lions, maybe? Blue Lions. Yes, Sasuke-kun. Oh my God, he was so emo. Second son of Rodrigue, heir to the dukedom. Sylvain, there we go. And Sylvain was like the yep. And Ingrid, their child. Who was Ingrid engaged to? Was she engaged to the older brother of Felix? I forget. I really liked Ingrid. I mean, I love Pegasus girls. Like, that is just a... Pegasus girls are my... You know... I love Axe Wyvern girls and Pegasus girls. They're just the best. I agree, Sabers. Even the characters that I didn't love, like if I remember correctly, like I didn't love Ignatz as much. There was also like the guy who was like always kind of simping over Edelgard. I didn't like him that much. Like there's always one rough character that I don't love that much in every house. I think that's normal. But even them, I kind of liked them eventually. Caspar? Let me look up Caspar again, because I don't remember. Oh, I didn't find him that annoying, but I wonder if he was my most annoying in his house. Maybe it was him that was my most annoying. Okay, let me see who's in his house. Oh wait, Casper's in the Eagles? Why did I think Casper? Oh my God, I thought Casper was in Deer. I misremembered. I thought Casper was in Deer. No, my least favorite in the Black Eagles is another guy. Was it Hubert? Is it bad that it was Hubert? Is that too obvious? Because Bernadetta, love. Dorothea, love. Petra, love. Was it Lynn? I liked Linhart. I don't mind Ferdinand. Yeah, I think Hubert was my least favorite in that house. But I also didn't really... Yeah, maybe I didn't love Caspar. Oh my God, I loved Linhart. I did play the DLC, but I never finished it. Yeah, I think okay, so Golden Deer, I think, had some of my more forgettable characters. I did not love Lawrence, and I did not love Ignatz. I did not love Ignatz. But I think I did not love Ignatz because of his little hair, unfortunately. Which sucks. He did nothing wrong. But the fact that a house has two characters I don't like was quite a bit. I think I loved everybody in Blue Lions. Like, that was my thing. I think I loved everybody in Blue Lions. I don't think there was a single... Let me just triple check Blue Lions. Blue Lions. Yeah, Lysithea with the experiments, and then she survived. Oh, my sweetheart. Obviously, Dimitri. Oh my God, I loved Edu! I forgot about him! Oh, I loved Ash with his little freckles. Stop. Ash was so cute. Sylvain, love. Mercedes, of course. Who? Oh no, I liked Annette, right? Oh, I loved her. I don't know. I think I actually loved everybody in Blue Lions. Blue Lions was the house where I loved everybody. Like, there wasn't a single person in Blue Lions that I didn't like. And of course Felix being like, yeah, I think every single person in Blue Lions I really, really liked. The only house that I feel like had kind of my weakest links was honestly Golden Deer. But then they also had Hilda and like the curly big hungry boy, even though his only personality is being big hungry. I will say, and I really apologize for that, I think Claude to me was a slightly less interest. Like initially I thought Claude was going to be my most interesting of the three leaders because he's like, I don't know, he just seemed. But I actually got really a lot more into Dimitri and Edelgard. I thought their backstories and like their future skip was a lot more interesting. And I feel like they kind of let Claude a little bit by the wayside, if that makes sense. Yeah, like the fact that like the Dimitri story is so big and then the Edelgard story is so big and then they're kind of intertwined. Spoiler, you should play it. And Claude is just kind of there. And yeah, I did feel like the Claude story was a little bit like, And also Golden Deer, like I said, had two characters that I really didn't super care about. That also adds to it. But again, Hilda, and others do make up for it. Let me double check again. Yeah, I guess with Golden Deer, you like see the world. I liked Leonie quite a bit. Hilda, of course, was great. Marianne, zero complaints. Lysithia, yeah. Ignatz didn't super love, and Lawrence didn't. Lawrence, it's funny because I like the other Playboy character in I forget if he was in Golden Deer or Black Eagles. I really like that Playboy guy. But for some reason, I didn't like Lawrence. I don't know why. Maybe because he was like really, really like laying it on thick. But, his haircut is stupid. You know, this is the sad part. I actually feel like, not to be like judging him for his looks, but I really think like maybe I didn't like him as much because his haircut was stupid. I'm so sorry. Like, I genuinely feel like maybe a part of me just really didn't like his haircut. Because I feel like Hubert and Dedu are fairly similar, Hubert and Dedu, but like I just don't like Hubert as much because of his haircut. So it's not fair. It's not fair because like Hubert Dedu kind of, that was another thing. I really, really wish Claude, that's kind of my problem. Okay, I have a slight problem with Golden Deer. I wish Claude's kind of right-hand person was also a cool stoic person. Like Dedu or like Hubert, even though Hubert like was kind of like, you know, haughty and stuff like that. Like I wish they also had like kind of one of these like cool, calm, collected. Yeah. I will say though, I think they really cooked by giving you Edelgard, like, tanky motherfucker. Oh, my God, like, this house is great. Dorothea, Sylvain, Linhart, freaking little Archer, Bernadette, the Swordman girl. Oh, everybody's amazing. Okay, sorry. I'm done. They just really cooked. They did a great job. They absolutely did a great job. I loved it. Oh. But yeah, I'm excited for the new. Who's on the podcast today? It's actually a solo episode. It's episode 0 where I'm going to be talking about all the stuff for the podcast. I guess I will give you one quick spoiler. If I have a guest on, which hopefully I should have a guest on every week, for the beginning, I want to try and do a teaser for the guest. So on Friday, next Friday, I'm going to have a guest on. This guest and I are going to have a merch item together, by the way. And I would love to post a teaser maybe Wednesday or Tuesday about the guests guessed. And then I would love it if you all kind of like engage in the comments and try to figure it out who it is. Me too, Kangaroo. It's such a great game. Seriously, if anybody here has not played Fire Emblem Three Houses, do yourself a favor. It has got so much replayability. It's just got so much going on and happening. It's amazing. I'm Xing the guillotine for you. The guillotine and nothing but the guillotine. I really recommend it. Is our chat invisible? No. I see it in my head when I read your chat. What's going on? Will, what's up? You're currently playing it for the church route. It was really fun. I have to say, I don't know what kind of magic they put everything in there, but it was really, really nice. It's okay, Mr. Sev. It's only about 20 minutes. And by the way, you guys, even though we will watch this on stream together, could you please do me a favor, okay? If you haven't already, could you please subscribe to the channel? It's only got 300 subscribers right now. Could you please subscribe to the channel? After we watch the new podcast app, would you please do me a favor and comment, like, share? Somebody was talking about hyping it up. Zero, if you don't mind posting information in the Discord about how to hype up the video, that would be really, really nice. I know some viewers were talking about it. And don't worry, the whole point is as the podcast keeps building, we're going to have guests on. It's going to keep growing. This is a long-term project that's going to keep growing and growing and growing. So I'm excited. I will say something stupid in the comments. I look forward to it. Thank you. I mean, hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to write some super stuff. Congrats on the new podcast. Thank you. I'm excited. I already have like my next 3 guests in my brain picked up and ready to go. So I'm excited for that. Already have my guests picked up, ready to go. But I'm hoping that eventually I have guests that maybe are a little bit out of the ordinary, a little bit of stuff that you might not be expecting. Like I said, I would love to interview some people that maybe aren't necessarily VTubers or maybe work a little. Like, what if I interviewed my agent? Who used to be on Teens React? Sorry, girl. I had to. What if I one day interview Kojimbo, my best friend? I'm sorry to hear that, Hermit. When you find a really good gym and then, I'm sorry. Who knows? We can talk about a lot of stuff. Even like, what if I interviewed somebody from the Gamer Subs, you know, or things like that? Yeah, my agent did Teens React. She did. Way back when, the good old days. She did. Interview Hideo Kojima. The thing is, I actually feel like even though he speaks English, he doesn't do many interviews. And yeah. I might know them. My daughter watches the React stuff. I mean, she was a teen, right? And now she's a full-grown adult. So her Teens React stuff was a little bit ago. It's definitely like back in the good old days. Back in the good old days. Okay, 4 minutes. I'm so excited. Again, I will warn you before the episode starts. I recorded this at like 5 in the morning. And I had a glass of wine because I was nervous. So I'm actually talking really quickly. I'm actually talking super, super quickly because I am like paranoid that my poor editor will not have time to edit this before the episode goes live. And because it has to like get edited, it has to render, it has to do all that stuff, you know? I'm like worried about it. So I'm definitely talking very fast. And I have like the craziest jitters because I'm there like, I seriously am there like, okay, if I just talk faster, he'll have less things to edit and less things to render. And also the faster I talk, the faster I can go to bed. But it's okay because moving forward, hopefully everything will be good. Everything will be fine. Yeah, she was one of the teens. Yeah, Rombly. She was one of the teens. She was a little teen. Back in the good old days, she was a little teen. Can we ask the editor if fast mata is better to edit? We could. If Jonah's here next time, ask him. Be like, hey, do you prefer fast mata or slow mata? Hi, everybody. It's me, Matara Khan of Independent and Resilient. That's right. I'm just talking at a very normal pace. Nothing weird here. Nothing to see. Oh, nothing to do. Nothing to see. Nothing weird here. That's right. Hi. Completely normal. Completely normal speed of speech. I am simply talking in a normal cadence and voice. All right, everybody. There is about 60 seconds left until the premiere begins. If you need to get water, tea, soda, now is the time to do so. Are you ready to begin? Basically, we're going to let this play, and then anything it doesn't really answer, I can answer in a little bit, okay? I seem to be getting into this bit. I love bits! Not just the monetary ones, but like also the funny ones. I love a good bit. I do love a good bit indeed. I really, really do. I'm genuinely so worried how fast this is gonna be. Oh my god, look at this. An extra chat for you to chat in. All right, let me open up this chat. Yoink. Let me open up this chat. Wait, hold on. Where did I put you guys? I lost you. It's too late. I lost you. I lost you. It's too late. I'll never find you again. It's too late. All right, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, it caught up. Sometimes you just need it to catch up. All right, I'm nervous. I honestly am so worried about like how fast I'll be talking. I was tired. I had wine. Oh my god, Judy's playing the game I recommended. Let's go! Guys, I recommended that Junie plays Super Seducer. She's gonna play it! Judy! Let's go! That's awesome. I played it like 10 years ago. I'm so excited. She's gonna have the best time ever. Rip the guys in the third chat. They get to kiss and party with no mod interference. Hello, hello, hello. Matara Khan here of Independent and Resilient. And who knows, this could be your very, very, very first time ever watching me. Hi, I'm a cockroach VTuber on the internet, and this is going to be my podcast. That's right. For those of you who are not new, Is this loud
hi,
enough?
honey. How are you? So, for those of you wondering,
I'm so
hello.
nervous.
This is my new studio. Who knows? Maybe even my retirement plan, because as you all know, I'm an old roach, and I've been
Why am I
doing this
breathing
for
so
a long
loud?
time, and I am getting older by the minute, older by the year. I need to yap even more. I need to absolutely just, do
breathing
the
so
things I'm
loud?
doing. And hopefully, maybe I can just yap to myself as I become older and more senile. Who knows? But the good news is you're here along for the ride with me. So, why a podcast? What's going on? So when I go to conventions, you no longer say, "Hey, Matara, I really miss your Factorio stream. I really miss your Crusader King stream. I really
talking
love when you
so
did
fast.
that collab with this person." Most of you say, "Matara, I'm done university. I'm a grown adult. I can't watch you as much anymore. Where is the podcast? I need a podcast. I love when you yap. I miss the podcast with Mint." That's right. Some of you are from that era. When will you bring it back? When will you bring back the podcast? I miss having a gosh dang podcast. Well, it's here. It's finally here. That's right. Here it is. This is going to be my podcast channel for a little bit. Maybe some changes are going to happen, but for now, in an hour's time with Matara Khan. That's right. Also, podcast is here, and who knows, our
You can
first
tell I just had a
guest
sip of wine.
might be a beautiful hag. You're so welcome. We love hags, right? So, why a podcast? And what kind of gap am I looking to fill with the podcast? Because everything nowadays needs
am I
sort
talking
of
so
what is it called? A reason, right? I can't just do things to do things. I can't just say, "Hey, I'm doing a podcast because I want to yap at you and I want to do stuff." No, no, no. Everything needs a reason.
It
Well,
does.
the reason is simple. It is getting hard sometimes to collab with all of my friends on the internet, whether they are VTubers or YouTubers, or maybe even having a really interesting conversation with people who work at some great brands or great companies that you know about. Maybe I can interview somebody that, is really cool, or just have a cool conversation. And every single time I've had long conversations with somebody on stream or anything like that, we always end up finding out so much about those people, and it just becomes so much more interesting than the collab was. I feel so often I get into a collab with people and then kind of just talking to them the 15 minutes before or the 15 minutes after is the most interesting part of the collab for me. So I want to do this a little bit more on purpose, where I have a chance to sit down. First, it's going to be with my friends, of course, and just kind of connect, talk about stuff, even sometimes something as mundane as, what games are you excited about? Are you watching any movies? What conventions are you going to?
5 a.m.
What projects are you working on? Because this is another thing, by the
And I
way.
thought
this is a really big thing for
Jonah's
VTubers.
gonna hate
But in
me.
general, I've noticed there's this really big
submitted
kind
this at
of
5 in the morning.
I don't know if it's a modesty thing or what it is, but nobody ever is proud of the stuff they're doing. Everybody is too afraid to advertise and is too afraid to say,
I'm
"Hey,
rapping.
I'm doing something really cool and I'm so excited about it." And quite often, me kind of being the cheerleader or the supporting friend, I get into this weird thing of, what do you mean you, my friend that I love, is doing all this really cool stuff, right? You have a concert coming out. You're doing this convention thing. You have this amazing merch. You're doing a cover. You have a new outfit. Things are exciting for you. And I don't know about it because you don't want to advertise it. So I'm also hoping that this podcast can become kind of a way where some of my friends can catch me up and hopefully you up with what they're up to. Because unfortunately, or fortunately, VTubers are so darn humble and they never want to talk about anything that they're doing. So yeah, this is a great excuse for me to kind of find out what the heck the people that I love in my life are up to. Yeah, I think at the beginning it is going to be just an excuse to have an hour to
It really
book
is this.
time with some friends of mine
It's
to
really
talk to
an
them about
excuse
stuff.
for me to talk to
Maybe
my friends
eventually
for
we
an
can
hour.
book some time with other people and
It
talk
really
to them
is
about
this.
stuff. Why is it going to be a solo podcast? You're probably wondering, for those of you that do know me, I am quite the I think astrologically speaking, I'm an Aquarium, so I'm supposed to be the sign of friendship.
That's
I'm
me.
supposed to be the cockroach of friendship.
Cockroach
and
of friendship.
if you don't know, now I'm going to tell you, as the friend that organizes things, as the friend that gets people together, getting a bunch of VTubers together every week to do a podcast would be hell. So I think the easiest way for me to do it is just to start it solo. There's a lot of conversations I want to have. There's a lot of excuses that I want to have just to kind of have some friends on here. Maybe we have some wine, maybe we don't. Shoot the shit.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna have some wine.
And who knows? Maybe I'm gonna find
Portrait
a
on the
really cool
wall.
co-host.
What about
Maybe
the
there's
portrait
gonna be
here?
people that come back and co-host maybe for a month every time. Maybe I have a guest co-host that I may have co-hosted a podcast with before. Maybe a little,
that could be fun.
have a great summer reunion, hags,
Hags!
something like that. Maybe we end up having such good vibes
Why not
with the
have it on
guests
the
that
main
we end
channel?
up
I
wanting
think
to
it's
do
better
a
to have it
podcast
on a
together.
side channel.
I don't know. But the reality is I think it's going to be easiest if I start this kind of thing solo. And I do my best from there on, and we see maybe things are going to change
so
or
sorry. I was
develop.
breathing
Maybe we're
so
gonna have
loud.
new ideas, old ideas. I don't know.
I'm really
But
sorry. I was
every
talking
week
so
at the same
fast.
time, we are going to have an episode up
I was
until
so
we don't.
worried.
So have fun. One day, sorry, we haven't even started yet. We're on
One day
episode
this
0, and
podcast
I'm
will
here
end.
being like, one day this is going to end.
One day this will end.
Yeah, I mean, one day there won't be any more episodes.
One
so for
day
now,
there will
enjoy
be
them,
a
but,
final. One day I will die.
Every week, my aim
my
for
life will
you
be
is to
over.
have a conversation with somebody. And maybe sometimes it'll be solo. Maybe sometimes it's not going to be with
me
a
talking to the
VTuber. Maybe
demons
it's
in my
going
head.
to be with somebody who works at a really cool company, or somebody that I met, or maybe even somebody from my own team that works, maybe the producer of this podcast or the editor. I don't know. But I figured that getting this podcast up and running, because you've all been asking for it, and I already feel like I should have got this podcast started a year ago. It was just the easiest way to get it all done
Yep.
and running. And I've been promising it to you for a while.
Listen,
and
maybe
it's-
one day
it's
we're
here.
gonna
It's
get a
here.
co-host
It's here next
on
week,
this
by the way.
podcast
In
or
exactly
on another
1 week,
podcast. I don't
episode
know.
1 is going to drop on this channel.
Thank you, Angel.
With a hag. That's all I can tell you, okay?
Hag,
So what
hag,
kind of
hag.
guests could you expect, and what kind of
Thank
topics?
you, Cyber. Appreciate you.
Definitely expect changes. So
It hasn't
I'm
even
starting
started,
this
and it's already
podcast with
gonna
a producer
change.
and an editor. I'll introduce them shortly. And it's a little bit grassroots. I feel like the previous podcast that I had with Mint, for those of you that don't know, Mint and Matara's summer
I think that's
special
old
with
knowledge,
Mint Fantome,
lustful.
my stinky girlfriend. I love her very much. She's currently moving and she's going
Everybody
through it.
give her
so I love
love.
you if you're listening. You're not actually stinky. You smell great. Anyway,
smells great.
where were we? Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
I love my stinky.
I think when we started our previous
did the-
podcast, not I think,
You could
I
tell
know,
I had
we had
wine.
a pretty decisive theme, and the theme was it's going to be a temporary podcast. We're not going to have any guests. We're just going to talk to each other and have a good time. This time,
I'm having
I guess
another
the
glass of
whole
wine.
concept is I'm starting the concept off of just having a conversation with people that I love, or having a conversation with a friend or somebody I'd
shocking
like to get to
podcasts,
know,
you know?
and kind of just letting the vibes go where they go. But who knows? Maybe eventually we are gonna do a little bit more skits. Maybe eventually it's gonna turn into a more serious kind of interview podcast. Maybe I'm gonna get a permanent co-host. I don't know. Just expect that there will be changes,
Yep.
and expect that I am
And
going
expect that
to
the podcast will
experiment
end one day and I will die.
with a lot of things on this podcast, because I think it's really fun to try new things. And as long as I can have an episode,
swear to
up
God, I've never
every
been
week
this
for you,
nervous for anything in my
and
life.
the
Why
episode
am
will
I-
be me talking.
Me at 5 a.m.
Whether it's me talking to one person, 5 people,
Demons in my
17
head.
people, my imagination, the demons in my head.
Demons in
You're
my
just gonna have
head!
to kind of tag along for the ride, I guess. Another thing is, how is this different from a yapping collab
Yeah,
stream?
Matara.
I think it's different in the sense that we are having this conversation offline. If you've ever watched two people interact on Twitch television, or maybe YouTube or Kick, or I don't know, YouTube Shorts, whatever you're watching people on.
She
If you
breathes
get a
like
raid or a
Grandpa
host, or you're
snoring.
distracted, you're not really able to kind of disconnect. I think online there's always this idea
I'm so
of I am
sorry.
being filmed and I am being watched. And
I'm so
obviously when
sorry.
I have this
I was
conversation with people,
rapping.
they might still be aware that they are being filmed
was
and they are being
rapping.
watched. But I feel like the moments that you're able to kind of get the best conversation out of somebody, or the best kind of energy, it's usually when
I'm having
you
a
have
bottle of
less things distracting
Union
you.
Sacré
So if we
wines,
don't
Cabernet
have a
Sauvignon.
Twitch chat, if we don't have, if we don't have somebody rating in, if you don't have something to worry about, you just
What about
don't
you,
even have to press
Samantha?
the button because I'm
Tissue.
pressing the button to record, right? And you just talk to me. I think that could be just be really, really fun conversations. And I'm hoping that they could be conversations that are maybe a little bit more evergreen. I'm aware that not every conversation I have with a person is going to be a conversation that you can listen to again in a year. But some of these conversations might be really big time capsules, right? And others might end up being things that you go
Why
back
are there
to.
two of
So,
us?
I don't
Because
know.
we're multiplying.
But I think just knowing that we're going to have no distractions and one delicious, beautiful hour of yapping.
Oh my God, she's talking
I
into
think
my
it's going to be
hat.
fun. So, where will this podcast be? Okay, so this episode that you're watching right now is only going to be on YouTube. Sorry. But from here on out, YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. Not this
Spotify.
episode, though. And of course, or maybe not of course, I will be launching a Patreon, but I will be launching it on July 1st. Now, the Patreon will have some of the perks will be your name and credits. We're going to have a Discord server open to people who are part of the Patreon where they can discuss guests or
user,
the
it's
current
going to be on
episode
Apple.
or things like that.
It's going to be on Spotify
and
on YouTube.
We're going to do a bonus episode every week. Now, obviously, in my perfect brain, head, imagination,
In my
every
perfect
single
head.
guest will be able to be part of a bonus episode where we do something really, really fun, or they talk to me about one of their special interests, but maybe they're going to be busy or maybe they're not going to have that much time. So something that with my previous podcast we could have done a little bit
Yeah,
better was
bitch.
just
I love you.
recording more solo episodes. And I think here again, I will have an extra episode every week, whether
Separate
it's
Discord
me with
channel.
a bottle of wine,
I'll answer
I don't
some
know,
more
talking
questions
about my
after this.
demons, or maybe it's going to be me and the producer
excited.
ranking something, or hopefully, most likely, hopefully, it's going to be me and the guest of the week doing something that has to do with their stuff. And also, we are going to have a podcast / sticker tier where I am going to have lovely, lovely mail go out to you every month.
Mail,
So
M-A-I-L,
we might add more
not
stuff.
M-A-L-E.
I don't know. Keep your eyes peeled. It's going to be some fun stuff.
There's not
Now
enough
for the team.
M-A-L-E to send to you.
Let me introduce the team to you. Jun or Beppis, you might know them because they do great music and they have mixed or,
they forget
or
to put their
made
photo here?
instrumentals for a lot of my
do you guys
covers,
think?
and they will continue to do so.
It looks like they forgot to put their
Also, you might
image.
know them because they were the editor for Mint and Matara's summer special. Jun is our
think they
lovely
forgot to
editor.
put their image
and
again.
by the way, I need you guys to understand. I am recording this footage. It is 4 in the
Make sure
morning.
you guys tag him.
And this episode, I think, is going to be live at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Have
Enjoy the work, Jun. Oh no!
But again, Jun is
there
used to
he
this.
is.
Jun used to work with Mint and I, so he is used to us sending stuff in a little bit late.
Yes.
Obviously, as we kind of get ahead of it, my perfect goal is to have one episode kind of in the chamber. So, for example, if it's Friday, then
My
we
perfect
already
goal
have
would be
recorded. Let's say Friday
that
is up
the next
and the
Friday's
is up,
episode would
then
be
we already
edited
have
right now.
recorded next Friday's episode.
Like,
but maybe
Jun
Jun
would
is
currently
editing
be
it.
editing episode
So,
1 for next week.
Godspeed, Jun. Have fun editing this
I have
episode.
great news, by the way. Episode 1.
Luckily, it's kind of
my
fast.
guest
This is probably
can only
also,
record
if,
on the
if
17th
y'all are
with me.
listening, I'm talking a little bit faster than usual.
A little bit.
One of the reasons could be that I had 2
little bit.
glasses of wine. Another reason could be that it's 4 a.m. And another reason could be that I do really feel bad for Jun for
I really
staying
do.
up to edit this.
I'm
Thank you so
rapping. I'm
much.
rapping.
I'm really happy. I'm
Thank
so
you,
happy
Bottom
that
Eyes, for the
after
20
working with me on
months.
the last podcast, you decided, you know what? I want to go through hell and
Yeah.
back again. And thank you. That means
me
the
again,
world to
mother.
me. And now, for the producer of the podcast, do you guys remember Crubber Television, who was kind of like the producer / helper on Mint and Matara Summer Special? Well, our producer is not Crub.
Yay!
But it is
Not
Crub's
Crub!
friend.
Not Crub!
Crub recommended me this lovely, lovely, lovely little guy called Fish. So Fish is going to be our temporary trial producer. His
You guys be
job
nice
will
to
be
Fish.
many different jobs.
Or
He'll be
don't. We'll
wearing
see if he
many
can handle
different
the
hats, and I
pressure.
will be sure to whip him into doing great work. But for now, he's going to be kind of scanning your comments, seeing
Also,
what we can
he's gonna
do,
be working on some
a
skits
lot of
for us.
skits.
So
if you are going to be there
if
for
you
episode
don't find them
1,
funny, you
he
gotta
helped
let me
make
know.
a very important skit for that episode.
And then we're gonna
So
crucify
you're going
him
to see all that
and
stuff.
guillotine
But
him.
yeah, he's kind of going to be the one helping me keep an eye
Absolutely
on the
bully
community
him
of the
nicely.
podcast and
But
kind of seeing what
nicely.
the pulse is looking like.
Don't intimidate him
And
too
eventually, I'm
much.
hoping that you guys get to know him better. He's great. When I met him, we went out for sushi.
I can do story
and
time
we
about
got
this
a
after.
drink. And for some reason, that one drink was
We
so
got an
strong.
old-fashioned, but it was
and then
just
our
like
food wasn't coming.
the
So I think the two
largest
of us
shots of
unfortunately got a
whiskey.
little bit tipsy before the
were
food ever
so
came. But hey,
drunk.
great time.
And it was like, no.
So what about yourself? If you're listening, what can you do? Where can you go? Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. But seriously, I want you all to let me know what kind of guests you want on this podcast. Let me know how
kind of guests
and
do
if
you
an
want?
episode resonates with you.
Did
Let
you
me
like the
know if you
episode?
enjoy certain types of conversations.
What kind
or
of
others as we
conversations do
have
you like
them.
when I have?
And of course, Fish, the producer, will be kind of eagle-eyed and scouring the comments and seeing
Fish's
what you
job
ask for, what you
is to
want more
listen
of,
to
and
you
bringing
and
it
bring
to
your
me
complaints
and
to
Jun.
me.
And another very quick credit, thank you to Will, who worked on the incredible background for this podcast. Please be aware this podcast will go through many changes. And it will have many different skins. Maybe even this channel, this podcast might die, and another one might come in
What
on
if
this
I don't
channel.
have complaints?
I don't
Make
know.
a complaint, damn it.
But I am excited for the future, and I'm excited to kind of see what else is going to be happening here. I'm not going to lie. I have recorded for very little time, so I'm not even sure if I'm missing anything. But if I am, oh well. This was
hang on.
episode
Leave
0.
it as a comment
If you have
on the
any
channel.
questions
Jean,
about the
merci de ton
podcast or
prime.
anything else, please leave them in the comments below. I'll be taking a look at them tomorrow. I'll be answering a few of them while I can. And just, I'm excited. I've promised
sorry
you
I
this a
talked
really
so
long
fast,
time
you
ago, and I'm
guys.
finally
I'm so
doing
sorry.
it. And who knows? Maybe we're gonna have more of this.
Blue fires, that's what I want
It's
to do
going to keep
more
existing
of.
until it doesn't. And just, I'm excited. I'm really excited to talk with some friends. I already got a bunch of friends lined up, and I'm just excited. That's about it. So thank you for watching. I promise you, I'm going to hopefully not send my episode. What is it? What's 12? What's 2 minus?
Math is hard.
10 hours. I swear I'm not usually going to send my stuff
Math
10
is
hours
really
before,
hard.
but you never know. You never know.
Math is really tough.
Bye-bye. This was Matara Khan with episode 0 of In an Hour's Time with Matara Khan. Who knows? I don't know. Do you guys like the name? Sam came up with the name, of course. Sam comes up with all the names, and they're always amazing.
Oh, wow, I said
I
the
like
same thing
the
she
name.
did.
Yeah.
Jinx.
I like the name. Bye-bye. Have a good time.
Hags.
Have a
Have a
great,
great
summer.
summer.
I don't know if I can say that because that was the tagline of my previous podcast. Hags, hags, hags. Bye-bye.
Have a great summer. Bye. Have a great summer. Wow. Listen, you can roast me. I know that I was talking way too quickly. I was nervous. I wanted to make sure everything is on time. Please do me a favor. If you haven't already, subscribe to the podcast channel. Leave a comment about what guests you want to see. Leave a comment about what content you want to see. It's going to become a more normal interview show. I knew I needed it out. And I did not want to bully Jun even more. So yes, I'm talking fast. Why am I doing it on a different channel? I think it's better for the algorithm to have it on a different channel. I think my main channel, unfortunately, will kind of be used as a music diary from this point on in like a stream place. You can leave a comment with the breath counter. Yes, you can. New channel would make sense for new stuff. MataraCon Plus still exists for game stuff. What else? It just makes sense to have the podcast on a separate channel, especially if I want to have more podcasts on there or more things on there. First guest next Friday. I will tease the guest on Wednesday. I will tease the guest on Wednesday. I promise. Okay. Now, it's just better for organization to have it on a separate channel. I really do believe so. Please let me know what kind of guests you'd love to have. Please let me know if you have any questions. And it is going to be on all the other socials, just not episode 0, because I do not need to put this fast talking episode. But yeah. And don't worry, the regular episodes will not be this fast, so you won't have to worry about that kind of thing. It will not be this fast. They're going to be regular speed episodes. It's going to be nothing weird like that. They're going to be regular speed episodes. We're going to talk normally. Can we request anybody? Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. You might give me a great idea, and I might then go and seek out that person. Shoot your shot. I don't know what you mean, Barry, because my previous podcast, we'd never had a guest on. The whole point with Mint was we were never going to have a guest on, unless I'm getting a little bit confused. But Mint and I, the whole point of our podcast was we weren't going to have guests. That was kind of the point. But we'll see. We'll see. I definitely have my next 3 guests locked in. I obviously am hoping to get like more guests locked in, like the wives and the friends and everything. Podcast with Trent Reznor. I mean, hey, if the podcast gets popular enough and Trent Reznor notices it, you never know. So the Trash Light Confidential, I don't know if it was a podcast as much as it was more like me and another person reading stories for a little bit. I don't know if it was really a podcast of sorts. Thank you, Vix. I really appreciate you. So, the podcast will have its own Discord starting July 1st. Starting July 1st, the podcast will have its own Discord where you guys will have conversations about the podcast. And then Fish, the producer, is going to be like kind of eagle eye scouting if you guys have any things like that. Because there is a chance eventually that maybe we have people in the podcast that aren't in our main Discord. Our main Discord is for the Twitch. So if you are on the Twitch, you're a part of the main Discord. On the YouTube, you're a part of the main Discord. But it is going to be a little bit different, I think. I don't think I should combine them all. I think it's going to be different. I'm okay if the other, Discord doesn't have that many people in it. It is what it is. Like, I think they're different things. So yeah, I'm excited. Thank you, Blue Fires. I really appreciate that. And my whole goal, so I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I think the podcast, I just want to knock everybody's expectations right down. I think it's going to grow pretty slowly. I think it's going to be a podcast that grows with every guest that I have on. I think it's going to find its footing and we're going to try a bunch of stuff. For now, I would like for it to be a once a weekly episode. But if we see that, I have the capability and we have the excitement, then we could even bring it up to 2 episodes per week. But I'd rather for now just do 1 episode a week, learn a lot, see where we can improve, see what we can do, see where we can deliver better, and we'll see. Feel free to request some guests in the comments. And as I said, every Wednesday we're going to be teasing. Well, for now, I want to experiment with teasing the guest. I want to experiment with teasing the guest with like a short or a video and then seeing how you guys like it. Maybe not every guest, maybe just a few guests, especially if they're kind of out of the ordinary. That could be really fun. Like, imagine if I legitimately get like tease Kojimbo, right? Yeah, I think in general, I've really seen a big shift from a lot of folks, including me, into podcasting. And I feel like every time I meet people at conventions, there's a lot of folks who just really want something that's an hour bite-sized VOD that they can see. And I really like the idea of putting more conversations on there. Yeah, that could be fun, Vix. That could be really, really fun. We'll see. So for now, the point of the pod is I would love to have it as close as possible to like, if you've ever just watched me collab with a friend where we drink wine and just talk, I would love it to be the most like that. But knowing myself, I might eventually also pivot it into sort of interviewing people, because that's just kind of what I naturally do. I naturally interview people and I want to find out more about them. So maybe if it's kind of a friend, I won't interview them as much and I'll just ask them how they're doing. Maybe if it's somebody I look up to or somebody whose job I'm curious about, I'll interview them. I don't know. I like the idea of in an hour's time for the name. I gotta be honest with y'all, we couldn't really think of a great name, and then Sam came up with this name and I really, really like it. I think in an hour's time is just clickbaity enough where boop, you know exactly what you're about to get. It's clickbaity, but it's also not clickbaity in the sense that it's an hour's time, right? You can kind of estimate that it won't be a 3-hour podcast, but it won't be a 20-minute podcast either. Coral, thank you for the 5 months. So I think for the raw conversation to be about an hour is a great place for it to be. It's very bingeable. It's very good. It's something that you can put on and get your stuff going. And if we decide that, oh, actually, our conversations are going a little bit longer, because this is also where I would love to have a Patreon with each guest. I'll give you an example. Let's say Doki Bird ever comes on as a guest, right? Winky Face. She has talked about the SpongeBob musical for as long as I remember her. I want to react to that stuff with her. I want to react to that with her. So I think sometimes if the conversation gets too long, you can also cut it off and put it somewhere else. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited. Thank you everybody for your patience. As I said, yes, you know, my episode 0 is a little bit rushed, even just by the way that I'm speaking. But I just needed it out. I know myself. I know that y'all have to understand. I put this in my calendar 2 months ago, because maybe 3 months ago, because I had to do a bunch of work for Fantastic Reality, and then I had to do a bunch of stuff, and then I just told myself, this is it. I'm just putting this on my calendar, and I'm just going with it. That's it. I'm just going with it. I'm going through it because I knew that I had to do one thing and then I had to do another thing. And then as soon as my other thing was done, I was like, perfect. Now it's podcast time. After podcast time, spoiler alert, as soon as the podcast is kind of up and running, it's music time. So you'll see it kind of improve and get better and keep getting better and better as we go by. But for now, I just needed it out. I've been so busy. I just needed it out. I wanted the producer to start gaining experience. I want to jump back into the editing chair. So yeah, me too, Lustful. That was a really, really good idea. I would love to do that with her. But yeah, I hope you all have a good time. I'm really, really, really excited. I know that I'm going to look back at this summer in 6 months or so and think to myself, holy cow, I'm so glad I put in all that work 6 months ago. It's just right now, while I'm putting in all this work, a little piece of me is like, oh my God, that's a lot of work to put in. That's a lot of work to be putting in. That's a lot of work to be putting in. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But I know in 6 months or so, when things kind of like build by themselves and enough people hear that I have a podcast again, and who knows, maybe the first few episodes are going to be really fun. Maybe the first few episodes are going to be episodes you're really going to enjoy, and it's going to be really nice and cool. I'm really hoping for that. I'm really, really hoping that you enjoy the first few episodes and you enjoy everything. And yeah. All right, Momos, I think with this, I might call it here. I'm sorry that it was only a 2-hour stream, but I wanted to finally let you know that the podcast is happening. Expect a teaser video on Wednesday about the next guest. I am streaming, I think, Tuesday. I think I'm streaming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday is the next podcast episode with the merch store launch, okay? And I'm almost back into the everything, the pit, the fold, whatever it is. This weekend, I am going to try my best to kind of disconnect and actually go to Vegas and enjoy myself and watch No Doubt and just have a good day, have a good time. But yeah, Thank you for sticking around. I'm really really excited. I just needed to take some time to build things kind of from the ground up again. And now that I finally have been building things from the ground up again, I can finally be back in here and yeah, let's just see. I put in all the roots. I put in all the like base of the floor of the buildings, and now it's just time to kind of keep building up and keep seeing what we got. So please enjoy it. If you have any advice or any people that you recommend for guests or anything like that, please consider letting me know on the internet, on the podcast channel. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you all have a great, great, great time. I am going to raid Cottontail because it is her birthday. We're going to go give her some love. Give her some love. It's her birthday. And I will see you all on Tuesday. I'm also going to see you all on the internet. Thank you for hanging out for the small stream. Where's my kiss? My kiss, my kiss. I'm really, honestly, I'll probably be posting some stuff on like my Instagram story and my Twitter story about just being in Vegas. But I also really just want to enjoy Vegas and take it easy and like not worry about it too much, you know? Oh wait, she just got a raid. I'll give it a second. I'll give it a second for her to thank the raiders and have a good time. Yeah, so I just wanted to say a huge thank you for everybody for sticking around, for being so patient with me. And I'll do my best to post some Vegas pictures. I'll do my best to post some pictures and kind of show you where I've been eating, what I've been doing. We are celebrating my friend's birthday months later. So I'm really, really excited about that. And just, honestly, I'm just excited to eat some good food. And oh, I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited to eat some good food, to take it easy, to not... I'm gonna have to lock in real soon for Anime Expo and everything else. So I'm just kind of treating this as my mini vacation before Anime Expo and before everything and before Fantastic Reality and all that fun stuff. All right, my fellow Momos, I love you so much. Look forward to the next week's episode. And let's go raid Cottontail. Let's go show her some love. Let's go show her some love. Let's go show her some love. Bye. Bye, my loves. Bye, my angels. My first order of business right now, by the way, is going to be taking a fat nap. Sorry for my language. A thick, pleasantly plump nap because I am exhausted. And then I got to wake up. I gotta find a way to do 4 loads of laundry and live my best life. That is going to be how I continue living in this world. Bye-bye! Excited for the future! Excited for all the things we're doing. Excited for all the live, laugh, love, all the hee-hee, all the good stuff. Big loves, big everything. Time to have some room service. Not right now because I have to be up in like an hour. Okay, not right now because I have to be up in an hour. Same thing for last night. I didn't have room service because I was only getting 3 hours of sleep. So, but tonight when it's before airplane time, I love you, my momos. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here while I build all these new and exciting things, while I do all these fun and exciting things, while I make new cool stuff for you. I'm so excited. Excited. Bye bye.